Yo, it's Dirty Doritos, and we're back with another storytime video. This story is an interesting one. Take it back to when I was, you know, growing up. I was just a little kid. This isn't just a story, this is a series of stories, which I'm going to leave out some of the stories within the story because, or just not put enough detail into it because this video would be way too long. This was a part of my childhood. This was the Karen of my childhood. Believe it or not, Doritos was once a little kid, and when we were kids, we actually went outside and did shit. I don't know with these kids nowadays, like these dang kids. I'm such a boomer. These kids don't know how to touch grass like I did. Anyway, so I grew up in a suburban neighborhood outside Philly in Jersey. We like to play soccer, baseball, skateboard, throw crickets into spider webs, do whatever. We didn't have video games. If we did, they kind of sucked. So you know how it is. You play with a ball, soccer ball, for example, and it goes over your neighbor's fence, and you hop the fence, you get the ball and you bring it back and you keep playing. Well, that didn't always happen for us. So the lady that lived behind our backyard, her backyard and my backyard, was separated by a fence. It was maybe about, I don't know, 5.5 feet, 5 feet high or so. Like some white fence. Kind of hard to climb if you were a little kid. But basically, this lady, if a ball went onto her yard, she wouldn't be nice and give it back. She would say something along the lines of, if that's on my property, I could claim it as my own, and she just takes our balls. Like, do you know anybody who did that? Comment down right below. If you ever had like a lady who's a neighbor or somebody, a man or whatever, a ball goes on their lawn, and they're just like, nope, mine now. They're not even gonna play with it. They're just gonna keep it. For what? For what? Anyway, that's what she did. So, you know, we did mess with her a bunch of times. We're kids. Come on. I think my first ever like moment with her where she was like bitching at us was my friend threw one of our little siblings. I don't know whose it was. Like one of the dirty diapers. He just threw it on the lawn, and then she comes up and starts yelling at us. And I was probably like only like 8 or 9 at the time, and she even accused us of the cigarette butts on the lawn. Like what? Like we're little kids. We don't smoke. She thought that was us. I don't know what it is. She just didn't like us. Another time later on where these kids like they just randomly showed up on bikes. The kids that we don't usually hang out with, they show up on their bikes to our house, and we're kind of like beefing with them a little. But we're playing against them in soccer in our backyard. And then at the end of, well, they ended the game by kicking the ball or punting the ball onto her yard, knowing that will get us in trouble. And they just drive away in their bikes. And then we gotta deal with the bullshit. So I go over and like yell at them as they call them names as they leave. And I come back, and all I hear is my brother and my friends saying, "Oh, we gotta come around and ask for it. Come around and ask for it." What are you talking about? Come around and ask for it. They're like, "What are you talking about? Come around and ask for it." The fuck? What the fuck does that mean? And what that means is she wants us to walk all the way around by street, like not cut through any yards, to go to her front porch to ask for the ball politely. We were already asking for it in the first place. She knew we were cutting through yards, so that's why she said that. But the sad part is, if we had to go from our front porch to her front porch by street or sidewalk without cutting through any yards, that would be like over a half a mile. Like it was far for a kid. We're like, what the fuck? Why? So we actually cut through the yard. I think one of my friends cut through the yard, but we went around because we just wanted the ball back. We will do anything. She's taken so many of our soccer balls and a few wiffle balls and like tennis balls. My older brother, he would always hit home runs and like home run, yeah, game over, yeah, and then she just takes the ball and leaves. But yeah, we go to her front porch, and then she gives us like this fucking, I don't know. She just tries a Karen at us. She just gives us a little Karen speech. I don't know what it. I don't remember what it was, man. And then she's like, and she finally gave the ball back. We go through all that, jump through hoops, just to get her ball back. You know, we were kids. We messed with her a little bit. We ding dong dished her a few times. Nothing too bad. We weren't like bad kids, but she would always threaten to call the cops for no reason. I don't think she ever called the cops. We would make songs about her and make fun of her. We would make fun of like, I don't know. We would make like this fantasy that she had like a crush on Santa Claus or something. And it's basically it. We're just trying to be good kids, but we were getting very Karened out by that lady. And even the parents questioned her decisions. Like, she would cut down bushes that weren't on her property. They were just on her side of the fence, but they were still on their property. Very odd. And she'd be outside mowing her lawn literally every day. Just every day mowing her lawn. Like, are you even supposed to mow your lawn every day? I don't think so. Anyway, but we're gonna get to the part where I get her back. Don't worry. So, fast forward. We have many stories of like her taking our balls, just dealing with bullshit, her threatening to call the cops, like, and I don't think she ever called the cops. It's either that or she did call the cops, and we would run all the way down to her basement and just hide. We're like, fuck, she's out to get us. She was just being a Karen. So fast forward to freshman in high school on Halloween. Probably my last time ever trick-or-treating, and it was a good time. I've always had some of the best memories as a kid on Halloween because everybody would go to our neighborhood. Like, our neighborhood was like the spot for it, and it was just a fun time. I just see everybody. So I didn't know what I wanted to be for Halloween. I had a bunch of random little costumes, like little wigs and stuff. So I put on this Thomas Jefferson wig and this skeleton mask with like a bunch of veins and shit popping out of it. It looked ugly. And then I got my pillowcase that I used for the candy, and I wrote soccer balls on it. And that was I was her for Halloween. Yep. And when I finally got to her door, I held the bag up to her face. Trick or treat. And we were so I don't think she noticed it right away, but my brother's group, so we were in two groups. Me and my friends and my brother and his friends. Like, we're in two separate groups, so we went up first. And then I was like, yo, trick or treat, look, I'm you for Halloween. I got the white hair, I got the skeleton mask, and I got the bag of soccer balls right here. I didn't say that, but I held the bag up into her face. So, all this time, we were right. She opened the door, and she was with this big, old man with a white beard. And we were like, holy shit, yo, she married Santa Claus, no way. And then my brother, and when we leave the house as my brother's group was going up, and she was pointing at me to the Santa Claus guy, like, that guy's me for Halloween. And my brother was just like, notice that shit. So she definitely got the message, all right? That's all I have to say. And my friend who's like a big guy, he was like in a gorilla costume, and he like gave her a big hug. And that's basically it. But yeah, that lady, I don't think she's around anymore, but we were always low key like kind of scared of her, but making fun of the whole situation with her, all the time. She was a very in shape old lady. She would be outside every day, but I don't know why she had to be such a Karen. But it's okay. Everyone has their purpose in life, right? Well, I hope you enjoyed the video. Got another story for you, maybe in another month or so. And I hope you liked this one. And I hope I painted the picture pretty well for you guys. This was a part of my childhood, and it was a very entertaining part of it. So, thanks for watching. Drop a like, and I'll see you later.